There are 10 things you should never share with anyone. Not your best friend. Not your family. Not even people who claim they want the best for you. Because every time you speak these things out loud, you're opening a door for your blessings to be blocked, your dreams to be attacked, and your progress to be sabotaged. The ancient wisdom says, move in silence. And number 7 on this list. Most people are telling everyone, not knowing they're literally inviting spiritual warfare into their lives. Stay until the end because what I reveal in number 10 will change how you protect your energy forever. Let's talk about something nobody teaches you. The power of silence. In a world where everyone shares everything on social media, where oversharing is normalized, where we're encouraged to be open and vulnerable with everyone, there's ancient wisdom that's been forgotten. Not everything needs to be shared. Not everyone deserves access to your private life. And some things, when spoken out loud to the wrong people, lose their power completely. See, words carry energy. And when you speak your dreams, your plans, your blessings, or your struggles to people who aren't energetically aligned with you, you're giving them power over your life. You're inviting their doubt, their jealousy, their fear, or their negative energy into your sacred space. The most successful people move in silence. They work behind the scenes. They keep their wins private until they're undeniable. They protect their energy by guarding their words. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 things you should never tell anyone. These aren't just random rules. These are spiritual protection principles. Each one I share could save you from unnecessary struggle, blocked blessings, and spiritual attacks. By the end of this video, you'll understand why silence is power. Why privacy is protection. And why the less you share, the more you preserve your blessings. Let's get into it. Thing number 1, your next big move. The first thing you should never tell anyone is your next big move. Your plans. Your strategy. Your vision before it manifests. Keep it quiet until it's done. Why this matters? When you share your plans before you execute them, you're releasing energy that should be going into action. You're spending the emotional satisfaction of accomplishment before you've actually accomplished anything. Think about it. When you tell someone your big plan and they get excited with you, your brain releases dopamine. The same chemical it would release when you actually do the thing. So you get the reward without the work. And subconsciously, your motivation to actually do it decreases. The spiritual perspective. Every word you speak is a vibration sent into the universe. When you announce your plans, you're broadcasting on a frequency that others can intercept. If those people have jealousy, doubt, or fear, their energy interferes with your manifestation. It's like trying to download a file while 10 people are draining your bandwidth. The more people who know, the more resistance you face spiritually. What happens when you share too early? You tell someone about your business idea. They say, that sounds risky. Now doubt enters your mind. You tell someone about your career change. They say, are you sure? You have a good thing going. Now fear enters your decision. You tell someone about your big goal. They say, that's ambitious, but. Now limitation enters your vision. Even well-meaning people can plant seeds of doubt without realizing it. And those seeds grow into obstacles. The exception. The only people who should know your next move are people actively helping you execute it. Your business partner. Your mentor. Your coach. People who are invested in your success and bringing expertise to the table. But your friend who's going to hype you up. Your family who's going to worry. Your coworker who's going to gossip. They don't need to know until it's done. Real-world example. Notice how major companies keep products secret until launch day. How successful people announce achievements after they happen, not before. They understand. Silence during creation. Celebration after manifestation. How to handle this? When people ask, what are you working on, or what's next for you, give a general answer. Just focused on growth right now. Working on some exciting projects. Keep it vague. Keep it light. Keep your cards close to your chest. Your dreams are sacred. Protect them like treasure. Because they are. If you must share with someone, journal it. Tell God. Tell the universe. But keep it away from human ears until the time is right. Thing number 2, your income and financial situation. The second thing you should never tell anyone is your income or your complete financial situation. How much you make, how much you have saved, how much you're worth. Keep it private. Why money should stay private? Money is energy. And when people know how much you have, their energy toward you changes. Some get jealous. Some get entitled. Some start seeing you as a resource instead of a person. You might think sharing your income shows success. But what it actually does is paint a target on your back. People start calculating what they think you can afford. They start expecting you to pay for things. They start resenting you if you say no. The jealousy factor. When people know you're doing well financially, jealousy can activate. Even in people who love you. They start comparing their situation to yours. They start questioning why you have more. And that jealousy, even if unspoken, creates negative energy directed at your abundance. This doesn't mean everyone will be jealous. But why risk it? Your bank account is nobody's business. The spiritual attack. In many spiritual traditions, there's understanding that speaking about wealth can attract the evil eye. Not superstition, but energetic truth. When you broadcast your abundance, people with scarcity mindsets can unconsciously send negative energy your way. Their thoughts of, "I wish I had that," or, "that should be mine," create spiritual interference with your continued prosperity. The entitlement problem. The moment family and friends know you have money, expectations change. Suddenly you're expected to lend, to give, to cover expenses. And if you say no, you're called selfish. You become a bank, not a person. Your financial success should benefit you first. You're not obligated to fund everyone's problems just because you're doing well. What to share instead? If you want to inspire others, share your journey, not your numbers. Share that you're building wealth, not the exact amount. Share that you're learning about money, not your portfolio details. The lesson is what's valuable. The numbers are what create problems. How to handle money questions. When people ask, "How much do you make?" or "What did that cost?" you have every right to deflect. "I'm blessed and taking care of my needs. I'm comfortable, thank you for asking." You don't owe anyone a spreadsheet of your finances. Protect your abundance by keeping it private. Let your lifestyle speak if it must, but keep the numbers to yourself. Thing number 3, your good deeds and acts of kindness. The third thing you should never tell anyone is your good deeds. When you help someone, when you give to charity, when you do something kind, keep it quiet. Don't broadcast it. The spiritual principle. In almost every spiritual tradition, there's teaching about giving in secret. Why? Because when you announce your good deeds, you've already received your reward. The recognition. The praise. The ego boost. But when you give in silence, the universe rewards you in ways you can't see yet. It's like choosing between $1 now or $100 later. Announcing gets you immediate gratification. Silence gets you spiritual multiplication. The ego trap. When you post about your charity work, volunteer hours, or how you helped someone, ask yourself honestly, is this about helping or about being seen helping? Most times, it's ego. We want recognition. We want people to know we're good. But true goodness doesn't need an audience. True kindness doesn't require a stage. The diminishing returns. Every time you announce a good deed, you diminish its spiritual power. You're trading eternal reward for temporal praise. And temporal praise is empty. It fades. It doesn't multiply. It doesn't come back to you. But the good deeds done in secret, they echo in eternity. They create karma that returns to you multiplied. They build spiritual wealth that no one can steal. The humble heart. Silence about your good deeds keeps your heart humble. The moment you start announcing them, pride creeps in. And pride blocks blessings. Humility attracts them. The universe honors humility. It promotes the humble and humbles the proud. By keeping your good deeds private, you align yourself with the energy of humility. The exception. The only time you should share your good deeds is when it inspires others to take action. Not to praise you, but to mobilize them. I volunteered at this shelter and they need more help, here's how you can join. That's not bragging. That's leading. But posting, look at me helping, with photos and captions about how generous you are. That's ego, not inspiration. How to operate. Do your good deeds in private. Help people without them knowing it was you if possible. Give anonymously. Volunteer without posting about it. Let your reward come from the universe, not from social media likes. And when people thank you or find out, stay humble. I'm just doing what I can. Don't elaborate. Don't seek more praise. Just receive their thanks and move on. Your good deeds are between you and the universe. Keep them sacred. Thing number 4, your personal struggles and weaknesses. The fourth thing you should never tell everyone is your personal struggles and weaknesses. Not everyone deserves to know what you're going through. And some people will use your vulnerability against you. The weaponization of vulnerability. We live in a culture that celebrates vulnerability. Share your truth. Be authentic. Open up. And while vulnerability has its place, oversharing your struggles with the wrong people is dangerous. Some people collect your weaknesses like weapons. They smile and listen, then use what you said against you later. They gossip about it. They judge you for it. They hold it over your head. The energy drain. When you share your struggles with everyone, you're reliving them repeatedly. Each time you tell the story, you reinforce the struggle in your mind and spirit. You keep yourself in victim mode. Plus, most people don't know how to hold space for real struggle. They either try to fix you, minimize your pain, or make it about themselves. And all of that drains you further. The spiritual aspect. Your struggles are refining you. They're meant to be private battles that produce public victories. When you broadcast the battle, you invite interference. People's pity, doubt, or judgment creates spiritual static that makes the battle harder. Fight your battles in private. Win them in private. Then share the testimony later if it serves a purpose. Who deserves to know? Share your struggles with people who have earned intimate access to your life. A trusted therapist. A spiritual mentor. One or two close friends who've proven they can hold space without judgment. Not your whole social media following. Not every acquaintance. Not your entire extended family. Be selective. Your vulnerability is precious. Protect it. The comparison trap. When you share your struggles publicly, people compare their struggles to yours. At least you have. You think that's bad, It becomes a trauma competition. And nobody wins. How to handle this? When you're going through something hard, resist the urge to post about it or tell everyone. Instead, journal. Pray. Meditate. Process it privately. Seek professional help if needed. But keep it contained. You can share later, once you've healed and have perspective. Once you've turned your pain into wisdom. Then your story becomes testimony, not trauma dumping. Protect your struggles from public consumption. Your healing depends on it. Thing number 5, your goals and manifestations in progress. The fifth thing you should never tell anyone is your goals and manifestations that are still in progress. The vision you're bringing to life. the dreams you're working toward. Keep them quiet until they're reality. The manifestation science. When you're manifesting something, you're building it in the spiritual realm before it appears in the physical realm. You're holding a frequency, maintaining a vibration, believing in something that doesn't exist yet. When you share this with others, especially those who don't understand manifestation, their disbelief can lower your frequency. Their skepticism can interfere with your vibration. Their "be realistic" can block your magic. The doubt seeds. Every person who doubts your manifestation plants a seed of doubt in your mind. Even if you consciously reject it, it's there. What if they're right? What if this is too big? What if I'm delusional? These doubt seeds can grow into limiting beliefs that sabotage your manifestation. And the more people who doubt, the more seeds get planted. The premature celebration. When you tell people about your manifestation, they might celebrate with you. And that premature celebration tricks your subconscious into thinking you've already achieved it. Your urgency decreases. Your action slows down. Your manifestation delays. It's like blowing out the candles before the wish is granted. The energy dissipates. The evil eye concept. Many cultures understand the evil eye. The idea that someone's jealous or envious gaze can block your blessings. Whether you believe in it literally or metaphorically, the principle is true. Negative energy directed at your dreams has power. When you share your manifestations, you expose them to potential negative energy. Why take that risk? The sacred container. Your vision needs a sacred container to grow. Think of it like a pregnancy. You don't tell everyone you're trying to conceive. You wait until it's undeniable. Your manifestations are the same. Let them develop in the spiritual womb before birthing them to the world. What to do instead? Keep a vision board privately. Journal your manifestations. Speak them in meditation. Tell the universe. But don't tell everyone around you. Work toward your manifestations in silence. Let your actions speak when the time comes. Let the results announce themselves. The sweet satisfaction. There's something powerful about manifesting in silence and then surprising everyone with the result. They didn't see you building. They didn't see you believing. They just see the finished product. And there's no debate, no doubt, no interference. Just undeniable reality. Protect your manifestations with silence. They'll thank you by actually manifesting. Thing number 6, your family problems and private issues. The 6th thing you should never tell anyone is your family problems and private issues. What happens in your household should stay in your household. Not because you're hiding abuse or danger, but because family business isn't public entertainment. The sacred family unit. Your family, whatever its structure, is a sacred unit. The problems you face together are meant to strengthen your bonds, not be gossiped about. When you share family issues with outsiders, you're betraying trust and inviting unnecessary opinions. The judgment factor, people judge. That's reality. When you share your family problems, people form opinions about your family members. And those opinions color how they treat them, how they view you, and how they interact with your household. You might forgive your sister for the argument. But your friend who you told, she'll remember. And now there's awkwardness at gatherings. All because you couldn't keep it private. The gossip chain. What you tell one person rarely stays with one person. Family drama is juicy. People share it. Did you hear what's going on with their family? Before you know it, your private issue is neighborhood gossip. And once it's out there, you can't take it back. The damage is done. The interference problem. When you share family problems, people give advice. Often bad advice. They project their family trauma onto your situation. They tell you what they would do, not what's actually best for your unique circumstances. And if you take their advice and it goes wrong, you can't blame them. They didn't live in your house. They don't know all the factors. But their interference complicated your situation. When to share? The exception is when you need professional help. A therapist. A counselor. A mediator. These people are trained to help and bound by confidentiality. That's different from venting to your coworker about your mother-in-law. If there's abuse, danger, or safety concerns, absolutely reach out for help. Call authorities, hotlines, professionals. But regular family disagreements? Keep them in the family. How to handle this? When people ask, "How's the family?" keep it general. Everyone's good, thanks for asking. You don't need to detail every conflict. If you need to process family issues, journal them. Pray about them. Work through them with immediate family. But resist the urge to broadcast them. Your family's reputation, and yours, depends on your discretion. Protect your household by keeping its issues private. Thing number 7, your next level or major life changes. The 7th thing you should never tell anyone is your next level or major life changes before they happen. The promotion you're pursuing. The move you're planning. The major transition you're about to make. Keep it quiet. Why this is critical? Major life changes require massive energy. You're shifting your entire reality. You're moving from one version of yourself to another. And that shift is delicate. It's vulnerable. It needs protection. When you announce your next level before you reach it, you open yourself up to interference. People's opinions, fears, and doubts create resistance to your transition. The crabs in a bucket mentality. You know what happens when one crab tries to escape a bucket. The other crabs pull it back down. People do the same thing. Not always consciously, but they do it. When you announce you're leveling up, people who aren't ready to level up themselves will try to keep you where you are. Why change? Things are fine as they are. They're not concerned about you. They're concerned about being left behind. The spiritual resistance. Every level has a devil. Every new level of success comes with new challenges. When you announce your next level, you're alerting spiritual forces to prepare obstacles. You're giving advance notice to resistance. Move in silence. Surprise the enemy. Show up at your next level before opposition has time to organize. The pressure and expectation. When you tell everyone you're about to level up, you create pressure. Now everyone's watching. Waiting. Expecting. And if the transition takes longer than expected, or encounters setbacks, you have to explain yourself constantly. Didn't you say you were getting promoted? Whatever happened to that move? Now you're defending your journey instead of walking it. The exception. If you need help making the transition happen, involve those people. Moving to a new city. Tell the friend who lives there. Starting a new career. Tell the mentor in that field. But your entire social circle. They don't need updates until you're settled in your new level. The power of the surprise. There's something powerful about disappearing from one level and reappearing at the next. People see you, then they lose track, then boom, you're somewhere new. There's no time for interference. No opportunity for doubt. Just transformation. How to do this? When you're in transition, go quiet on social media. Stop announcing your every move. Let people wonder. And when you emerge at your next level, let the evidence speak for itself. You don't need to explain your evolution. Just evolve. Protect your transitions with silence. Your next level is sacred. Guard it. Thing number 8, your past mistakes and regrets. The 8th thing you should never tell everyone is your past mistakes and deepest regrets. Not everyone has earned the right to know your history. And some people will never let you forget it. The permanent record. When you share past mistakes, you create a permanent record in people's minds. They might say they won't judge, but they file it away. And later, consciously or not, they reference it. They see you through that lens. You've moved on. You've grown. You've changed. But to them, you're still that person who did that thing. And that's not fair to your current self. The weaponization. Some people collect your past mistakes as ammunition. During arguments, they throw them in your face. Remember when you... They use your moment of vulnerability against you. This is why you must be selective about who knows your full story. Not everyone can handle it with care. The self-fulfilling prophecy. When you constantly talk about past mistakes, you reinforce that identity. You become the person who did that, instead of the person who overcame that. Words have power. Stop speaking life into dead versions of yourself. The spiritual freedom. You've been forgiven. By the universe, by God, by yourself. Why would you keep confessing to people who have no authority to absolve you? You're inviting them to judge what's already been settled spiritually. Your past is between you and your higher power. Leave it there. When sharing serves a purpose. The only time to share past mistakes is when your testimony can help someone else avoid the same mistake or overcome the same struggle. Not for entertainment. Not for sympathy. But for service. I went through this, learned this, here's what helped me. That's purposeful sharing. That's testimony. That's different from oversharing. How to handle questions. When people ask about your past, you control the narrative. I've made mistakes like everyone, but I've grown from them. That's enough. You don't owe anyone a detailed confession. If people press, set a boundary. I prefer to focus on who I'm becoming, not who I was. End of discussion. The fresh start. Part of leveling up is leaving your past behind. Not pretending it didn't happen, but not dragging it with you either. You can't move forward while constantly looking back. Let your past stay in the past. Protect your present and future by not oversharing your history. Thing number 9, your dreams and visions. The 9th thing you should never tell everyone is your dreams and visions, the spiritual downloads, the prophetic dreams, the intuitive hits you receive. These are sacred messages meant for you. Protect them. The sacred communication. When you receive dreams and visions, you're receiving direct communication from your higher self, the universe, God, however you understand it. This communication is personal. It's tailored to you. And it's meant to guide you privately. Sharing it with everyone dilutes its power and opens it up to misinterpretation. The misinterpretation problem. Most people don't understand spiritual language. They'll interpret your dream literally when it's symbolic. They'll dismiss your vision as fantasy when it's prophecy. They'll confuse you with their misunderstanding. You received the message. Trust yourself to interpret it. You don't need everyone's opinion on what your spiritual guidance means. The mockery and dismissal. Not everyone believes in dreams and visions. Some people will mock you. Call you crazy. Dismiss your spiritual experiences as imagination or even mental illness. Why subject your sacred experiences to that kind of energy? Why let skeptics poison your spiritual well? The spiritual attack. When you share prophetic visions, you alert negative forces to what's coming. If your vision shows blessing, speaking it prematurely can attract spiritual opposition to block it. Silence protects the vision until it manifests. The distraction tactic. Sometimes sharing your dreams and visions leads to endless discussions and debates that distract you from actually acting on the guidance. You spend more time talking about it than doing something about it. Receive the message, decode it, act on it. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis by involving too many voices. Who to share with? If you need help interpreting a dream or vision, share with a trusted spiritual mentor. Someone who operates in that realm and can offer wisdom without judgment. But not your entire friend group who will just be confused or dismissive. The documentation. Keep a dream journal. Write your visions down privately. Document dates, details, feelings. This creates a record for you to reference as things unfold. But this is your private record, not a blog post. The manifestation of vision. When your vision manifests, then you can share. I had a dream about this 3 years ago. Now it's testimony. Now it's proof. Now it serves to strengthen others' faith. But while it's still in vision form, protect it like treasure. Because it is treasure. Thing number 10, your every move in real time. The 10th and final thing you should never tell anyone is your every move in real time. Where you're going. What you're doing. Who you're with. Every single detail of your life. Keep some mystery. The safety concern. In a practical sense, announcing your location and plans in real time is a safety risk. You're telling people when you're not home. When you're vulnerable. When you're distracted. This information can be used against you. The energy leak. On a spiritual level, constantly reporting your activities is an energy leak. You're spending energy documenting and sharing instead of being present in the moment. You're living for the update instead of living the experience. The lack of privacy. Privacy is sacred. It's a form of self-respect. When you share everything, you have no private life. No sacred space. No moment that's just yours. Everything becomes content. Everything becomes performance. And in that performance mode, you lose touch with your authentic self. The invitation to opinion. When you share every move, you invite constant commentary. Everyone has an opinion on what you're doing, where you're going, how you're living. And their opinions create noise that drowns out your own inner voice. Your life is not a democracy. You don't need everyone's input on your daily decisions. The monitoring. Some people use your constant updates to monitor you. To track you. To know your patterns. And this creates an unhealthy dynamic where you feel watched, judged, evaluated constantly. This surveillance energy is draining and limiting. It keeps you performing for an audience instead of living for yourself. The exception. Sharing occasional highlights is fine. Special moments, achievements, celebrations. But the emphasis is on occasional. Not every meal, every errand, every thought. Curate what you share. Keep most of your life private. Let people wonder what you're up to. Mystery is powerful. How to break the habit. If you're used to oversharing, start gradually pulling back. Before you post, ask, does anyone need to know this? What's my motivation for sharing? If the answer is ego or boredom, don't post. Take photos for memories, not for content. Experience moments fully before deciding if they're worth sharing. And even then, maybe keep them to yourself. The freedom in privacy. When you stop announcing your every move, you experience freedom. Freedom to make mistakes without an audience. Freedom to change your mind without explanation. Freedom to just be without performance. This freedom is where real growth happens. Where authentic living thrives. Where blessings multiply. Protect your privacy. It's not secrecy. It's sacred self-preservation. So there you have it. 10 things you should never tell everyone. Your next big move. Your income and financial situation. Your good deeds and acts of kindness. Your personal struggles and weaknesses. Your goals and manifestations in progress. Your family problems and private issues. Your next level or major life changes. Your past mistakes and regrets. Your dreams and visions. Your every move in real time. Moving in silence isn't about being secretive or fake. It's about being strategic. It's about protecting your energy, your blessings, and your peace. It's about understanding that not everyone deserves access to every part of your life. The most powerful people you know don't announce everything. They work quietly. They move strategically. They let their results speak. And when they do share, it's purposeful, not impulsive. Start practicing the power of silence. Keep your plans private until they're undeniable. Keep your struggles private until they're testimonies. Keep your life private enough that it remains sacred. Your blessings are trying to reach you. But they can't get through all the noise, all the opinions, all the interference you're inviting by oversharing. Close some doors. Guard some gates. Protect your space. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button. Comment below with the number of the thing that hit you hardest. Are you guilty of oversharing? What will you protect going forward? Let's start a conversation about the power of moving in silence. Subscribe to this channel for more spiritual protection, wisdom, and self-improvement strategies. Because your growth matters. Your energy matters. Your peace matters. Remember, not everyone deserves to know everything. Protect your blessings by protecting what you share. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, move wisely, share selectively, and protect your energy at all costs.